Welcome to another episode of Practice Tips. Today we will understand how to use various aids, instruments, devices to aid your practice. Do I look like a ghazal singer now with this? Okay, so first of all I'm going to talk about use of a harmonium or a keyboard or any app which has this harmonium or a keyboard, whether it's on a cell phone or a tablet. You can use apps or the real thing like this harmonium or a keyboard to help you in finding swara sthanas. How does it work? Now there are so many students, initially when they start singing, they are very shaky in holding the swaras in its positions. The swara sthanas are very shaky. So for such students who find it difficult to find the correct pitching or swara sthana, this harmonium is a best device which you could use. In fact, in Hindustani music, they start teaching music to the student along with harmonium. It is only after 2 years the student is told to graduate and then take the tambura and sing. Because tambura only has a pa-sa reference, whereas here it has a direct reference to all swaras. For example, it has direct reference to all these notes. So a student can actually benefit from this instrument by just listening and trying to imitate. So how does it work? For example, if a student finds it difficult to hold the swaras, he can start with this. I am using this now in the C. I sing in C, so I am using the C. It can be used in any pitch for females or males. For now, I am using C. This is my Sa. So, Sa. See here what's happening when this instrument is sounding loud, you are actually opening up and singing loud to match this. So naturally you start singing with the open throat and the abdominal sound. Pa, pa. It is important initially for the student to sing it without tala. Just hold the swara as long as possible, because that will help you find the swara position and stick it, glue it in your mind so that you can actually visualize the swara and be able to hold it. So it's very important to do it for long intervals. For example, we'll start learning in Maya Manavagona. So let us see how that sounds in Maya Manavagona. This is how you can sing your Arohana and Avrohana. In case you want to practice the basic exercises, you can definitely practice in 3 speeds or 4 speeds depending on how fluent you are in playing this. You can definitely at least 3 speeds you can sing along with this. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, sa, ni, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, sa, ni, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. So that's this way, at least in 3 kalas, 3 speeds, practice all your basic exercises with a physical piano, that is a keyboard which has a sound like harmonium, or it has to have a long, it should not be just, the sound should not die out, it should not be ting, for example, it should not be just ting, it should give a long, elongated, continuous, sustained sound. That way you can actually hold along with that. So that is important. And you know what? You can also have some fun. If you're sure of your swara sthanas, you can still play harmonium. You can build combinations. For example, sa re ga sa re ga ma sa ma sa re ga ma sa ma ga re ga ma pa re pa ma ga ma pa da da ma ma pa da ni ma ni da pa pa da ni sa pa sa ni da pa sa ni da ma ni da pa ga da pa ma ri ru re pa ma ga sa ma ga re sa. So much of fun. You can actually have one more astra, we say. You can have one more a feather on your cap, or one more chunk in your harmony. So basically, you can become stronger and you can have fun in the process of practice. So use of harmonium is very important to solidify your swara sthana. Another device which I would like to talk to you about is the metronome. Now, should we use a metronome and a harmonium throughout our practice lives, throughout our life as a student when we practice? The answer is no. If you want to use this as a basis of support, you can use it initially till you are able to hold the swara sthanas. Then this is not required. Similarly, metronome, it is nice to have it as a reference so that you can solidify your laya. So you can actually be on the rhythm without actually dragging, pulling, pushing. So it is a very important tool, a metronome, to be able to hold your laya. So if you have a cell phone, for example, go to metronomeonline.com. So once you go to metronomeonline.com, you have a display like this. So it's showing me a metronome. Metronomeonline.com also is there, but it's anyway showing me, Google is showing me a number. So I have selected to 66 BPM, beats per minute. So it sounds like this. So here I am going to use 2 beats for 1 beat of mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. So you see, use of a metronome ensures that your rhythm is not stopping. You are sticking continuously to the rhythm. The thala is not dragging nor is it running. So the use of a metronome at 66 for basic exercises is prescribed for Sarali Varsai. This is my prescription. Other people may have other suggestions. Now why did I select 66? Because at this pace, your first kala is nice and you have nice intervals. You are holding the first kala, every swara for a long duration. Sa, ri, ga, ma. You're not hurried. Pa, da. So this is important for not only holding the swara sthana for a long time and solidifying your voice, but it's also very important because when you sing that slow speed, your rhythm, sense of rhythm, your thala becomes very strong because it's very difficult to put thala in the slow speed. Pa, da, ni, sa. And since everything is connected, if your first kala is slow, then fourth kala will be easy to execute. If you start your first kala very fast, you'll be struggling in the fourth kala to execute that. So this is a very ideal pace, 66 beats per minute for Sarali Varsai. For Jantai Varsai, I would recommend about 74 on your. So this is 74 beats per minute for Jantai Varsai. Sa, 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 ri, ri, ga, ga, ma, ma, pa, pa, da, da, ni, ni, sa, 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 ri, ri, ga, ga, ma, ma, pa, pa, da, da, ni, ni, sa, 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 ni, ni, da, da, pa, pa, ma, ma, ga, ga, ri, ri, sa, 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 ri, ri, ga, ga, ma, ma, pa, pa, da, da, ni, ni, sa, 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 ni, ni, da, da, pa, pa, ma, ma, ga, ga, ri, ri, sa, 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 ri, ri, ga, ga, ma, ma, pa, pa, da, da, ni, ni, sa, 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 ni, ni, da, da, pa, pa, ma, ma, ga, ga, ri, ri, sa, sa. So both these aids, a harmonium or a keyboard for swara sthana and a metronome for laya, these are some invaluable aids for beginners when they are trying to learn the music and solidify themselves in swara and in laya. So have fun, use the harmonium or your mridangam or tabla sometimes when you practice at home. So you will have accompanist at home with practice, but that indirectly strengthens your practice. So happy practicing.